college kid and he probably doesn't have the gravitas to um, sort of take up a leadership position or handle a bigger business or take on more responsibility. So the kind of conversations you're having, the kind of discussions you're having with people are going to be observed as you go through the motions of life. And believe me, a lot of us are observed very keenly by other people and we don't really realize it. We think we are observing other people, but the world is observing us very, very carefully. Like today, for example, if you're looking at me on the screen, you will probably notice how I'm dressed, what is the background, how I speak, what is the use of words, what is the tone of speaking. The same way, when you do the same thing, people are observing you very, very carefully. So be cognizant of the fact that I am under the magnifying glass as well, and I need to be careful of the way I conduct myself now as a part of growing up. I've seen many people in corporates, even um, even homemakers for that matter, they become easily dismissive about people, saying that, what, I won't work with this person, this person's not my types, I can't get along with this person, I don't want to see this person again. But ladies and gentlemen, that is a luxury which leaders cannot afford. And as you grow in life, as you aspire to take on leadership roles, we will have to work with everyone. We will have to find a common ground. We will have to build harmonious working relationships with people. So you can no longer be dismissive of people saying that I will not work with him or I will not work with her. So these are important points for your growth as well. Um, Moving on from there, I'll just do a quick check with Kunal if everything is okay. I'm being heard and I'm speaking okay. Kunal, are you there? Maybe. Okay. I got you. I got the message. So, the next point I wanted to share was how we can change our thinking. Now, many a times when a particular situation arises, we have a set template on how to deal with it. So, the moment a particular situation arises, we go into, we hit a particular button saying that, okay, this situation, this reaction, this behavior, this reaction. And there's a preset mindset for dealing with any situation. Somebody does this to me, preset anger. Somebody does this to me, preset happiness. So idea is to find an equilibrium. Idea is to find a balance in every situation. Don't get too happy, don't get too angry, don't get too upset, don't get too sad, right? So try and find a balance. For that, you'll have to do two things. One is you will have to start observing yourself. If I am getting upset or if I'm getting angry, why am I getting angry? Why am I getting upset? What are the triggers to that anger? Why is that anger coming to me? The anger comes in a certain situation, or you get upset because you don't have a better reaction. You have a preset reaction to anything which is anger in case something doesn't go your way. And you need to understand that that doesn't really help any situation. And anger is nothing but a mere collapse of your coping system. It's like saying, if somebody had 80% blockage in their arteries today, but the heart attack didn't come today, it came tomorrow. Why did that happen? It could have come today also. It happened because the body's coping mechanism collapsed. It's similar with anger and our preset reactions. It happens because our coping mechanisms collapse and then this reaction comes forth. So in this case, my suggestion to you would be to observe yourself, watch yourself. Why am I getting angry? What is upsetting me? Is it that important? Do I really need to throw away the relationship for this issue? Is the issue so important that I can throw away the relationship? Gauge these things and then take a call. And then you will realize that some of the things, you'll stop getting angry about. Some of the things you'll just accept, and some of the things you will let go. So observe your thinking. Don't be reactive. Try and be responsive to situations. And whenever there is a situation, rather than fighting it, rather than going and attacking it, try and be more balanced and more assertive. So there are three types of personalities. Most of you might have heard of this. You have the passive, which is people who get dominated, who are very submissive in nature, who will never talk or speak their hearts out. Then you have the assertive, who will speak their hearts out, put their points across in a polite and courteous manner. And then you have the aggressive. So you have to be in between, which is the assertive part. Whenever a situation arises, rather than getting upset or rather than keeping totally quiet, we have to find equilibrium there. Instead of fighting a situation, we try and accept it. The next thing that I wanted to share with you was an interesting point. So we have most of us have smartphones where we get a regular update on our phone saying that a new version or a new OS is available. And whenever we see that, typically we press yes and say, 300 400 MB is downloaded, and we don't really know what has changed at the back end. Maybe a few icons have changed at the front end. So, but we still do it. So if we ask ourselves, why do we do that? We never question, why did I press yes? Why didn't I press no? The answer you will get is, maybe I wanted a upgraded version. I wanted to stay updated. I wanted to be with the current times. But the real answer is that we as human beings like new things. We get bored very fast. Similarly, we as human beings also come with a version of ourselves. So, say for example, in 2019, Chirag's version 1.0 was prevalent, and that version had, say, five or six skills, five or six qualities, and those qualities gave Chirag, say, so much money, so much reward, so much recognition, so much appreciation, so much respect, etc. Now in 2021, Chirag wants all this appreciation, rewards, recognition, but he wants a plus five. He wants a delta of five more on that. So, can he bring the same version 1.0 from 2020 and expect that? I doubt it. He will have to bring in at least four to five more things on his skill set, on his qualities, to say that yes, now I can have things that are commensurate to this increase in qualities, increase in skill set. So every year, ladies and gentlemen, you will have to build a new version of yourself. Saying in 2021, you're getting version 2.0 of Chirag. Version 2.0 or 1.0 from 2020 has expired. It's no longer valid. There is a brand new version we have, which will probably be worthy of making far more money or getting far more respect and appreciation. Now, what are the things that you can build in a new version? So, am I a better team player? Am I better at analyzing my work? Am I paying more attention to detail? Am I better in my interactions with my colleagues? Am I Has my domain knowledge increased? Am I physically fitter? Have I looked after myself better? Are the quality of the conversations that I'm able to have, are they better? Say for some people who struggle with spoken English, say in the first quarter of 2021, I promise myself that I will fix my spoken English and I will try and get better at it. Or I will improve the quality of the emails that I write rather than writing very terse emails saying, Dear Chirag, PFA, I'll probably write a more eloquent email saying that, Dear Chirag, it was good seeing you at your office yesterday. Thank you for the cup of coffee. I came away from our meeting feeling encouraged at the prospect of doing business with you in the near future. To further that cause, I am sending across a mini proposal for your perusal. Please go through it and let me know. Look forward to seeing you soon. Regards, Suchita. So, have I written better communication? Has there been a greater sophistication in the way I carry myself, the way I dress, the way I groom? So, ask yourselves in 2021, since we're just through the first month of the year, what are the things now I plan to build and to grow and increase in my bucket of skill set to become better? Another thing is, see, there are two ways of learning. One is you learn by experience or you learn by observation, right? I uh, i prefer learning by observation. I observe people very keenly. So normally, one would say, okay, I see somebody else, maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's a friend, and they're a little better than you at what they do, and the general tendency is to be envious or be jealous of such people. But I would suggest we take an alternative view. If I find somebody in my office is very good at managing relationships with superiors, can I learn that rather than saying, oh, he's like that, I don't believe in doing that? No, why not? If it's working for him, maybe